26th August 2022. Morning Murli. Shanti. BapDada. Madhuban. Sweet children, make effort to stay constantly in remembrance of the One Father. This is unlimited Satapradhan effort. Question. Whose company should you children keep and whose company should you not keep? Answer. Keep the company of those who talk about knowledge and are serviceable. Stay away from the company of those who gossip and talk about useless matters. Hear no evil, see no evil. Question. What damage is caused by being careless? Answer. Those who are careless keep making mistakes at every moment. They continue to give the Father a bad name. Everyone dislikes them. They do not reach the golden age. They accumulate a lot of severe punishment. Song. Mother, oh Mother, you are the bestower for all. Shanti. This praise is of mothers. All of you are mothers. It is said the mothers of Bharat are the incarnation of Shakti. Only the incarnation of one is remembered. He incarnates in order to purify the world. The intellects of your children are aware that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, has now come to make us pure from impure. He is in the body of Brahma. That Dilwara temple is your accurate memorial. All the memorials of the path of devotion are of this confluence age. Such things do not take place in the golden and silver ages. Then in Ravan's kingdom, people became unhappy. Ravan makes you Rajo and Tamo. Now at this time, this world is Tamapradhan. When the world was Satapradhan, your children used to rule there. You have the discus of self-realization in your intellect. Only you Brahmins became spinners of the discus of self-realization. Only the one ocean of knowledge gives you knowledge. The sign of this is the Dilwara temple, and then there is also Achalghar, means the home of stability, and Guru Shikhar. You know that Shikhar is the peak of the mountain. There is a shivbaba temple in the mountains about which it is said, when the Sadguru gave the ointment of knowledge, the darkness of ignorance was dispelled. Therefore, he is the ocean of knowledge. Is he not? That is an absolutely accurate memorial. You two are sitting here in order to climb to the top and become part of the rosary of Rudra around the neck of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. You received knowledge here, and when you became unshakable, you became part of the rosary of Rudra. When you became Satapradhan, you reside with the Father. This is like a double father's home. It is the home of Prajapita Brahma. And shivbaba has also come here to decorate your children with knowledge. That is the unlimited father's home, and that is the in-law's home. Other homes are limited. When a girl goes to her in-law's house, she wears jewelry, etc., and believes that there is happiness in that. You understand that you are now sitting in the unlimited father's home. In order to go to your in-law's home, you are imbibing the imperishable jewels of knowledge. Your aprons are becoming full for 21 births. However, the speed isn't fast enough. Those who are Satapradhan are said to be ones with a fast speed. Some are Satoguni and some are even now Rajoguni. There are three types of effort makers. The highest of all effort makers always keep the One Father in their intellects. The highest on high is the Father. Your children know that you are now going into unlimited happiness, and so you also have to make very good, unlimited effort for that. The soul says, I have now come into the Iron Age. I have now found the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. And he says, children, you have to make effort here and go to the golden age. When your stage has become like that, You will go to the golden age. You have to become Satopradhan from Tamapradhan. Everyone has to become Satopradhan. Your parts are in the golden age. This is why you became Satopradhan. However, everyone has to return home. Everyone has to become part of the rosary of Rudra number wise. This rosary of Rudra is so big. There is a rosary of 8 jewels and also one of 108. The Dilwara temple that has been created is such an accurate memorial of you. Down below, you are sitting in tapasya, and up on the ceiling, the kingdom is shown. In another temple, they even have the name of the main one, Jagadamba. That is in the parts of you mothers. The Father comes and enables you mothers to have the status of a guru. Here too, the majority is of you mothers. This is why the incarnation of Shakti, the mother of Bharat, is remembered. This is also called an army because there are a lot of you. You can see that your number is continually growing. Sannyasis leave their homes and families to become pure. When Ravan's kingdom begins, there is a need for purity. At that time, there is a lot of distress. Earthquakes must have taken place. Where did all those palaces, etc., go? All of them were destroyed or sank beneath the sea. How the world cycle turns, it's something to be understood. It has to go from the Iron Age to the Golden Age. Heaven is your unlimited in-laws home, for which you are making effort. Only when you have full knowledge and you make full effort will your mercury of happiness rise. The supersensuous joy of the final time is remembered. At the end, you will know how much effort each one has made and what status they will claim. You understand that you will make effort and reach the golden age by the end. Those who don't reach that stage will experience punishment. It is now the time of settlement. Everyone has to settle his or her karmic accounts and return home. You are continuing to settle them with knowledge and the power of yoga. It is remembered, those who climb up taste the sweetness of heaven, whereas those who fall down are completely destroyed because they fall into vice. It is only after becoming body conscious that they fall into vice and they cannot then climb up again. They climb and then fall, and it takes time. It is not possible for them to continue to move straight ahead. When their stage becomes even a little good, body consciousness then comes. There is then the feeling that there are some bad omens. There are many storms in the mind. It takes time to ascend. Baba explains every day. Children, study every day. You continue to receive many points daily. Remember the Father and the inheritance. This play is coming to an end. We have to claim our inheritance once again. In the golden age, there will be the king, the queen, and the subjects. Whatever actions we perform, that is, whatever efforts we make, we will receive the fruit of those accordingly. The kingdom begins with Lakshmi and Narayan. That is the era of the conquerors of sinful actions. You conquer sin and claim your fortune of the kingdom. Each of you will receive the status, number-wise, according to the efforts you make. Each one of you can continue to see the result of your efforts. How much effort am I making? You have to go from Tamapradhan to Satapradhan. The soul says, I have to make effort and attain the Sun Dynasty kingdom. I will study fully and remember the Father fully. You now have the enlightenment of the full knowledge and know what you will become in the future. Many children forget because of being careless. They also continue to be disobedient. They become instruments to give the unlimited Father a bad name. They even cause a lot of damage because of anger. It is understood that so and so has an evil spirit of anger. That is why You have to remain very distant from those who are lustful and angry. You mustn't keep their company. Keep the company of those who continue to buzz knowledge. Don't keep the company of those who gossip and defame others. You mustn't listen to anything except knowledge. These things are also very well known. They have shown that because of people telling tales, Ram and Sita were sent into exile. Telling tales causes a lot of damage. Hear no evil. Never get trapped in the company of those who say false things. They cause a lot of damage. They make you break your intellect's yoga away from the unlimited Father. When they don't have full yoga, they fail and go into the moon dynasty. It isn't that Ravan abducted Sita from the kingdom of Ram. No, all of those stories are about falling down. From the Copper Age onwards, people have been calling out because they have been falling. That is why God has to come. If they had salvation, God wouldn't need to come. They had salvation in the Golden and Silver Ages, and so no one remembers God there. No one there even calls out to Him. No one knows the secrets of the drama or about the stages of ascent and descent. The Father sits here and personally explains to you. The whole world is not going to study. Only those who studied in the previous cycle will study. The Father continues to caution you. You souls have become aware of the study of how elevated you were and how you have fallen. The Father says, become pure from impure and then go to the golden age. Become ever healthy through the power of remembrance and ever wealthy through the power of knowledge. An ordinance for purity has been issued. Only by becoming pure do you claim an immortal status. Nothing of yours is destroyed. Everything else is destroyed. You will settle your karmic accounts and return home. Shivbaba says, if you become pure, you will become the masters of the pure world. Otherwise, punishment will be experienced and you will then return home. This ordinance is so important. You understand that destruction truly is just ahead. This is why you have to become very strong. Baba continues to tell you many different points. You should listen to them. If you don't listen to them, you won't be able to become part of the rosary. You have to come into the rosary number-wise. You should claim your full inheritance from the Father. Good students engage themselves in their studies very well. Baba even asked for registers of the centers to be sent to him. Baba also cautions everyone, you definitely do have to study. You cannot make excuses about this. You children have a lot of time. Do the government's job for 8 hours and make effort for the rest of the time. You should be concerned about how long you remain in service of Baba and how long you stay in remembrance of Baba. Some children send their charts to Baba, but those charts should be kept all the time. It isn't that Baba will sit and check each one's chart. That is the work of the teachers at the center. Brahmin teachers are also number-wise. None of them has reached the golden age yet. There is still some time left for that. Some slip away because of not following Srimad, and then no one gives them respect. No one would like them. Your children mustn't speak of worldly matters at all. When someone is gossiping, consider that one to be your enemy and that one will make you fall. Don't speak of useless matters. Check yourself as to how far you have reached. The one Father is the Sadguru and he is filled with this knowledge. You have to go to Guru Shikhar. The top means Paramdham. All of these are matters of knowledge. There is no question of a mountain, etc. You have to go beyond everything. No one knows about those things. The Father says you were formerly Tamapradhan. You now have to become Satapradhan. There are many who don't have this faith. They don't have full yoga. They explain to others and those people are benefited. It isn't that they have given them benefit. No, those people understand the secrets according to their fortune. There are many who go faster than their teacher. Even some children now have a lot of body consciousness. At the end, even your body must not be remembered. Amongst the sannyasis too, there are a few rare ones who shed their bodies while just sitting somewhere, and there is dead silence at that time. They still go and take birth to householders. Then they go to the forest to become elevated. This is Maya's kingdom. You also have to understand how the cycle turns. There are many daughters who have never even seen the father, and yet they continue to remember him. Therefore, they will surely claim a high status. Everything is a game of the efforts you make. Some make a lot of effort day and night. You know that you have to become Satopradhan in this impure world and in those bodies. It takes time to become pure. For as long as this world exists and there is this study, you have to continue to study. Drink nectar for as long as you live, so that you can reach your karmatit stage. Remove all attachment from those bodies and this world. It requires effort to become kings and queens. Those who study well climb onto the heart throne. You can understand inside to what extent you are a helper. The unlimited Father loves you on seeing your stage. The Father says, if you want to benefit yourselves, follow Srimad. Don't perform any such actions that would make others dislike you. This is boxing. It takes you so long in this war. Acha, to the sweetest bucket of flowers of knowledge and those making effort in knowledge and yoga, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, BapDada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says, Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Essence for the dharana. First point, fill your apron with the imperishable jewels of knowledge and decorate yourself. In order to experience supersensuous joy, fill your intellect with knowledge. Second point, telling tales causes a lot of damage. Therefore, don't listen to or talk about anything except knowledge. Remain distant from the company of those who say false things. Blessing. May you reach your destination while flying in the happiness of all attainments and become an embodiment of remembrance. Explanation. Bring into your awareness the least of all the attainments you have received from the beginning of your Brahman life until now. In essence, it would then be said there is nothing lacking in Brahman life, and all of these attainments are imperishable. Keep these attainments emerge in your awareness that has become an embodiment of remembrance, and you will then easily fly in happiness and reach your destination. No upheaval will bring you down because you will be full of all attainment, happiness, and unshakable. Slogan. In order to stay in the awareness of the point form, become an ocean of knowledge, virtues, and dharana. Om Shanti